Good morning. I think I'm live. Okay. Okay, I think I'm live now. Good morning, and welcome to the Daycare Q&A show. I'm your host, Adrienne Bradley of Thriving Childcare, and thank you for joining me here today. It is January 15th, 2025, and this is episode 45. And if you're joining me this morning for the first time, welcome back. And if you are new, welcome. And if you could do me a favor, just give me some hearts and likes so I can see you, and just say hi. And if you're catching this on replay, go ahead and leave me a hi in the comments so I can see you and say hi to you as well. And do me another favor. If you are on our YouTube channel and watching this, please hit the like button and consider subscribing. Okay, so you get all of our episodes, both past and future. So let's get into today's show. So I just want to let you know that today's show is going to be a bit more personal. As many of you know, here in California this past week, the wildfires have severely impacted us. I mean, I had planned to go live last week, and that's when the fires were just kind of really taking off and having a huge effect. Now, two of the fires are at least partially contained, so it is improving, but with the winds kicking up again today, it's still a very dangerous situation, so as you can imagine, it's a really tough time here, and especially for my extended family who happens to live in Altadena. They have been displaced, and one of their homes was actually lost. So we're dealing with that, and even my home here is in Encino, which, like I said, is right in the path of the fire. So we're all still dealing with this very much in California, here in Southern California, in the LA area. And so thankfully we've made it physically through safe. We're very, very, very thankful for that. No one has lost their life in my family due to the fires, but it's emotionally, it's really heavy, So it's just been one of those weeks that makes you take a deep breath and just focus on 1 minute at a time, one moment at a time. So, but I do want to thank everyone who has reached out and asked about me and my family and are sending their prayers. It means more than you would ever know. So, but during this time, I've been trying to keep it all together and distract myself the best way I can, which is, for me, to watch football. But even that has been, it's been saturated. There've been so many games, and so I couldn't really just focus on that. It was a bit much. So I started thinking about some of the exciting events that are coming this month in January. I have had to adjust some of the dates, just simply because, I didn't know what this fire was going to cause, as far as us maybe perhaps needing to relocate. But I've kind of adjusted some of the dates so that I think these dates are going to work for this month. So let me dive in and talk about some of the things that are happening here in January, because it's still a great time for growth and goals for 2025. So we don't want to lose that momentum at the start of the year. So let's talk about it, okay? So I am so excited about the daily dose of growth. That is a daily challenge that was actually inspired by one of our members of the Rise and Thrive Club. And what it is a daily task, a very one simple daily task that is designed to grow your business. So, in understanding how busy you are as a childcare provider, I mean, the to-do list is never ending, right? So, I totally get it, and I wanted to give you a resource that allows you to still make progress and grow your business, but something that you can actually stick to. So this daily dose of growth challenge is amazing. It's 31 days, and every day is a task, a small, simple task that you can do to help you grow your business. Okay? Now, the challenge is only available in our membership, the Rise and Thrive Club. But you can join with a trial membership for $7 for a week. And that'll give you time to not only take this challenge for a week, because you can do a lot with 7 days in this challenge, but also to take a look around and see the other resources that are there. So there's a link in the description of this live, and if you're watching this on our channel, there will be a link in the comments or in the show notes for you to go over, and you can for $7 get in the membership and start this challenge. Okay, and you can leave then if you decide to, but during that time you'll get to look around and see what other resources there are many. So do check that out. But this is one of the I'm most proud of this. I really am. So go over and check it out. All right, next up is the digital vision board party. So years ago, I did a training that is also in the membership, but it was a virtual training on how to set up a digital vision board. And it was based on something I did for myself, because I wanted to do a vision board after a friend of mine had told me her experiences with creating a vision board for herself every year, and me really not totally buying into it, but I decided I was going to try it. So one year I did, but I knew that I didn't want some ugly ass poster excuse me, some ugly poster in my house. I knew I would just put it someplace where it wouldn't be visible, and that's the whole point of having a vision board, right? It needs to be in your vision. So I was like, how can I do this? So I set up a digital vision board to live on my the screen, be the background, what do you call it, wallpaper of my computer screen. And then I extended it and put it on my phone, because I know those two things I was going to see just about on a daily basis for sure. So I did, and I was surprised. There was, I mentioned it in that training, but it was either 5 or 6 things that were on the vision board that actually happened. So after that, I was a believer. But this year, I am going to reteach that party. It's really a party, because everybody has a different vision. But I'm going to teach you how to create a digital vision board yourself. I'm teaching it live, and this is going to be on January 23rd. Let's see what day of the week that is. See if my calendar will come up. So that's on a Thursday. The time is still to be determined, but there is a link in the show notes below where you can go over and get your seat. The seats will be limited, so if you want to get in on that digital vision board party on the 23rd of January, go and check that out, okay? Because that's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of interaction with the participants, because everybody has a different vision. But I want to show you one of the ways that I keep my vision in focus all year long, because it's in my face. And I really think that subliminally it has an effect. And because if you can see it, you can be it. You've heard that before, right? So I think it really does. I think it really does. So check that out. The link is in the description as well. Okay. Next up, let's talk about something that I taught at the end of last year. We're going to do an encore of this training because we had some technical difficulties during the training and even after the training. So I had planned to bring it back anyway, but the holidays kind of took over. So, but we are bringing back the Create and Sell using Canva to design printables for Etsy. Okay, so basically in this encore training, and there's going to be 2 trainings. The last week of January, there's going to be 2 trainings. One is going to be in the morning, afternoon, depending on what time zone you're in, and one will be in the evening. And that's just for the convenience issue, so you can choose whatever time works best for your schedule. But I'm going to teach you how to set up a shop on Etsy and how to create printables for that shop on Canva. And I mean, this couldn't be easier. We're going to use some templates that are already created. We're going to put our own spin on them. We're going to talk about what might be more exciting for you to for your shop to sell. We're gonna talk about the different type of digital products that you can put in an Etsy shop to maybe set up for 2025 an additional stream of income. Because I don't know if you know it or not, but people who sell, you probably do, but people who sell digital products, myself included, once it's made, it has the potential of selling while you sleep. It's not any more interaction that you have to do with that digital only product. People can access it whenever they need it. It's an immediate download. So it is a low cost of entry type of side hustle, or for some people a main hustle. And I'm going to go through some examples of people who have been very successful doing that. I'm going to show you my own Etsy shop. I'm going to tell you what my strategy is, because it's a little bit different. But yeah, so there is a link in the show notes for you to go over and sign up for that. Actually, yeah, there'll be a link after the show for that one. But we're going to have 2 classes the last week of January. So do check into that. If you've been thinking about adding another stream of income to kind of supplement your main income from your business, then this is something that you would definitely want to check out, because it couldn't be simpler. If I can do it, I'm telling you, you can do it, and I'm going to show you how. Okay, so go over and check that out. It's called Create and Sell using Canva to design printables for Etsy. Okay, so check that out. It will be in the show notes below as well. Okay, now the next thing is something that I know I keep saying I'm really excited about, but I'm excited about anything that doesn't have to do with this fire, because I don't want to think about it. I have to watch the news to see what's happening so that I don't get caught off guard. But I'm telling you, it's like overkill. You know what I mean? It's like, oh my gosh, but we have to know what's up. But anyway, this next thing is super exciting. So it's called the Childcare Breakthrough Blueprint. Okay, and what it is a 90-minute session with me. Okay, and during that session, we address what you think the main issues in your business in 2025, not only the goals, but maybe some challenges that you're having, and how to put together a plan for you to get through that, for you to overcome that, for you to accomplish whatever that is. Maybe it's marketing. Maybe it's your enrollment itself. Maybe you're just setting up. We're going to get into that, and you're going to come away from that with an actionable plan to get those top 3 to 4 items done in 90 days. Okay? So this is going to be amazing. I'm even giving you access to the 30-day, my product, the 30-day business plan, which is a tool that allows you to hyper-focus on a specific goal or intent for 30 days and the process, lay out your process to get it done. So that's the tool we're going to be using in our session, but I'm also going to do a follow-up with you for the next 90 days to see where you're at. Maybe you need more encouragement, maybe you need another tool, maybe you need to refocus or some accountability. So this Childcare Breakthrough Blueprint is available to Rise and Thrive members right now. It will be available to everyone else starting next week. So if you're interested, I've already had a number of people reach out to me about this, and there's a link in the show notes. You can go over and get on the wait list right now because it will be available. It's available now to our members in the Rise and Thrive Club, but it will be available to everyone else next week. But it's when I say very, very limited, I mean very, very limited, because I want to be able to help you and not be distracted. Okay, I want to be able to focus on what your needs are. I've helped many entrepreneurs in the childcare space and out focus on growing their business in short periods of time. Okay, and what that entails is putting together a plan of accountability that you can see and accomplish, kind of like what I was talking about with the daily dose of growth. This will allow you to have a blueprint, which is in the name, a blueprint for the next 90 days to getting those top goals accomplished. Okay, and I'm going to help you lay that out. I'm going to help you identify which goals would be most impactful, and I'm going to help you lay out a plan to get that done. So go over and check out the Childcare Blueprint, Breakthrough Blueprint, and get on the waiting list. Like I said, it'll be available to everyone and open for enrollment next week, the beginning of next week. But the spaces will go fast because there's not going to be that many spaces. I want to make sure that I can give individual attention to everyone who gets in the blueprint. So go over and check that out. The link is also below. All right. Finally, if you talking about starting the new year right, if you have not gotten your copy of the Provider Planner and Organizer, and let's see, am I going to go to the right angle? That's the hardback book, which actually is sold out right now. Behind us, the stripe version, that's our stripe version. But the other versions of the planner are available, including our ebook version and our digital version that you can download and start using today, as well as the soft cover that you can order and use a physical version of the planner. You still have time. You still have time to use it from the beginning of the year. It is undated, so you can start using it. The soft cover is undated, so you can start using that at any point that you get it. You're still going to get a whole year's use out of it. The digital version, sorry, that's my dog. The digital version and the ebook are dated, so you'll still get the rest of January and the rest of 2025 in those two versions. But order your planner. It's going to help you set up this year the way you want the year to unfold. You cannot just, I was on the Childcare Directors podcast 2 weeks ago. At the beginning of the year, it was on the 1st, I'm always going to remember, it was on the 1st of January. And on that podcast, Eric and I discussed the fact that just wanting things to happen, or even goals for things to happen, don't matter as much as you having a plan in place to accomplish those goals. So the Provider Planner and Organizer is an amazing tool for you to be able to not only recoup your time during the week, schedule events at the childcare, but also lay out the rest of your quarter and the rest of your year to accomplish those things that I just told you we'll be addressing for the people that are in the Childcare Breakthrough Blueprint. So, but here's the sweet deal. So I don't know if you know it or not, but Monday, what is today? Today's Wednesday. So Monday was National Sticker Day. Okay? So we celebrated it on Monday, but I decided we should celebrate it the rest of the month, because who doesn't want stickers? If you have a planner, it just makes it more fun. So for everyone who orders a physical version, the softbook version of the planner, this week I'm going to throw in a 210 sticker set, 210 piece sticker set when you purchase the planner this week. So there's a link below. You can go over and check out the planner. You can flip through it. You can see what it actually looks like. You can see all the new additions that this 6th edition version has to offer. And if you order it this week, you are going to get this sticker set, this 210 piece sticker set from me for free. Okay, so go over and check out the planner. It's not too late to start planning an amazing 2025. I mean, I've been posting that 2025 for me is giving 2020 at this point, but we're not going to focus on that. We're not going to stay in that zone of energy, right? We're gonna still set out our growth and goals for the rest of the year, because we'll get through this. We will get through this. Especially my community. If you're in California, I want you to know that we'll get through this. But your business, and you could use all the support that you can get, and this tool will help you stay focused. Will absolutely help you stay focused. And yeah. So, all right, check that link out. All right, now, if you have been curious about the Rise and Thrive Club, which I've been talking about this morning, now is the perfect time to join. Like I said, you can join for $7 and get in on our 1-week trial and get a sneak peek of what the club has to offer. And I think you'll be glad that you did. I know that you'll be glad that you did. There are so many resources in the club that you can access as a member to help you grow your business, to help you take care of yourself as far as self-care, just the things that I know I wish I had when I started my business, or when I was trying to grow my business in the early days. These are the things that we look for that I look forward to putting in the group, putting in the membership for you. So please go over and check it out. Like I said, there's a link in the description for you to go over and check out the Rise and Thrive Club. It is a membership just for childcare providers. And like I said, you can get in on the Daily Dose of Growth for 7 days. You can use that time, your trial period, to get in on that. But there's also a number of other resources ready and waiting for you to access right now. So check out the link in the description and go check that out. All right. Now, I wasn't going to make this episode today as long as usual, just because, you know, I wanted to focus on some of the things we're looking forward to, and we'll get back to the questions next week. But I wanted to give you a chance to get in these trainings. I'm looking forward to them, and yeah, but next week we'll be back with our regular version of the Daycare Q&A show. And if you have any questions for that, you don't have to wait till next week, because I know you're busy. Like I said, I'm well aware. But you can leave a question before, and I will address it on the show. You can leave your questions at www.thrivingchildcare.com/what's-your-question. That's thrivingchildcare.com/what's-your-question. And you can leave your question there. I will answer it on air next week. And yeah, and if you can't make the show, you know, you can always come back here until it is uploaded over on our YouTube channel. It will be here, and you can rewatch the episode in case you have a question that I did address in the show. You can always check it out here until I upload it over there. I'm working on that. One of the other things that I was challenged with last year is that my computer is acting, I don't even want to say it out loud, it's acting like it wants to crash. I just have too much stuff on my hard drive, and I've got to do something about that before it does crash, and it's just making things slower for me to do on my computer. So that was some of the issues that I was dealing with last year, but we're moving on. We're in 2025, and we're gonna rise from the ashes here anyway, in 2025, and not carry over some of the challenges from 2024. And that's what I want for you in the Daily Dose of Growth and in the Childcare Business Blueprint, Breakthrough Blueprint. Let's set a plan in place, and a lot of these, like with the blueprint I was talking about earlier, this is individualized. This is individualized to your business. There's a lot of things about business in general and our businesses in this industry that are very similar, if not the same. But your business is unique, and the challenges that you face and the things that you want to accomplish for your business are unique as well. So go over and check out the blueprint, and while you are there, sign up. There's only going to be a few spaces available because, like I said, I want to give individualized attention to everyone who gets in this program. And we've already had some people who are wanting to enroll just now. It won't be open. Like I said, I'm checking to see if there's any comments that I'm missing. It will be open next week, the beginning of next week. But right now you can get on the wait list, and I'll make sure that you're the first to know about when it opens. Okay? All right. So with that, I'm going to wrap up, and I'm going to say that, again, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your prayers and your support. This past week has been a challenge, to say the least. But I still see so much potential for 2025, and I hope you do too. Let's just proclaim it. Let's make this the year of growth, resilience, and thriving. Okay? Even when it gets messy. Okay? Even when you get a curveball thrown your way. Let's commit to it. Let's claim it and exclaim it. And with that, I hope to see you at some of these events that I've been talking about today. But until next week, take care, stay safe, and keep thriving. I'm your host, Adrienne Bradley from Thriving Childcare. I'm the host of the Daycare Q&A show, and I hope to see you next week. All right? Take care.